Hi, it's Crossing the Line by Angus Maciver. Today I will demonstrate Chapter 1, The Old Sea Dog. For more details on the chapter and for online classes, please comment below or WhatsApp the show number on the thumbnail. I hope you have read the chapter. Let's get started with the questions on the story. Questions on the story. Number 1. From which famous story is this lesson taken? The famous story is Treasure Island. Number 2. Name the author. The author is Robert Louis Stevenson. Number 3. What was the name of the inn? The name of the inn is Admiral Benbow. Number 4. Who is the chief character in the lesson? The chief character is a brown old seaman with the saber cut. Number 5. Describe in detail his appearance. He is a tall, strong, heavy nut brown man, his tarry pigtail falling over the shoulders of his soiled blue coat, his hands ragged and scarred with black broken nails, and the saber cut across one cheek a dirty livid white. Number 6. Where did he keep all his worldly possessions? He kept his worldly possessions in his sea chest. Number 7. What other inn is mentioned in the story? The other inn that is mentioned in the story is Royal George. Number 8. Give as much as you can of the song. 15 men on the dead man's chest, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. Drink and the devil had done for the rest, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. Number 9. Why did the captain choose to stay at this particular inn? Because there is very little company. Number 10. What advance payment of the lodging for the lodging did he make? He paid by throwing 3 or 4 gold pieces on the threshold. Number 11. How did he pass the time during the day? He hung around the cove or upon the cliffs with a brass telescope. All evening he sat in a corner of the parlor next the fire and drank rum and water very strong. Number 12. What did he take with him? He'd take a brass telescope with him. Number 13. What question did he always ask on return from his daily strolls? He would ask if any seafaring man had gone by along the road. Number 14. What happened when a seafarer put up at the inn? He would look in at him through the curtained door before he entered the parlor, and he was always sure to be as silent as a mouse when any such was present. Number 15. For whom was a boy told to keep a sharp lookout? For a seafaring man with one leg. Number 16. How much did the captain promise to give the boy? A silver fourpenny. Number 17. When was the reward to be paid to him? On the first of each month. Number 18. What did the boy see in his nightmare? To see him leap and run and pursue me over hedge and ditch was the worst of nightmares. Number 19. What would the captain sometimes force the company to do? He would force all the trembling company to listen to his stories or bear a chorus in his singing. Number 20. How did some of the younger folk describe him? A true sea dog, a real old soul. That is the end of questions on the story. I'll see you in the interesting facts. Questions on the interesting facts. Number one, give four different words for a parrot. Corsairs, sea reavers, filibusters, freebooters, and sea robbers. Number two, name and describe the pirate flag. A black flag with a white skull and crossbones in the center. Number three, who were the Vikings? The old Norse pirates were called Vikings, and they ravaged and plundered nearly every coast in Europe. Number four, where did the Barbary pirates operate? They formed colonies in Tunis, Algeria, Morocco, and the north coast of Africa. Number five, what was the most famous hunting ground of the pirates? It was the Spanish Main, a name given to the land lying along the north coast of South America. Number six, with what weapons were pirates usually equipped? Weapons consisted of the musket, pistol, dirk or dagger, and the cutlass, a heavy curved sword. Number seven, name three tortures inflicted by pirates on their prisoners. Walking the plank, hanging from the yard arm, keel howling. Number eight, what was the press gang? A party of sailors from a warship who forced men to enlist in the navy. Number nine, what is meant by Davy Jones' locker? It is said to be the final resting place of all sailors who were drowned at sea. Number 10. Name four coins often mentioned in pirate stories. Doubloons, pieces of eight, cross money, moidores, and guineas. That is the end of interesting facts. I'll see you in development exercises. Development exercises. Point out on a map of the world. Number A, the home of the Vikings. Point out on a map of the world. Number B, the Barbary Coast. Point out on a map of the world. Number C, the Spanish Main. Number 2. 15 Men on the Dead Man's Chest was an old sea song. What is the special name given to a sea song? A sea shanty, a traditional folk song that was only commonly sung as a work song to accompany rhythmical labor abroad. Do you know any such songs? Drunken Sailor, also known as What Shall We Do with a Drunken Sailor? You can watch more in or you can learn more in Wikipedia. When did the sailors sing them? Sailors' songs were sung by sailors to accompany rhythmic labor on large merchant sailing vessels during the era of wind-driven ships, becoming prominent in the decades before the American Civil War. They served practical purposes by coordinating movements, synchronizing efforts for tasks like hauling ropes or raising anchors as improving morale. Number 3. The captain had his sea chest trundled along in a hand barrow. Compare methods of modern road transport with those at the time of the story. Old horses, animal carriages, carts, whole bull camel, hand-driven carriages or hand barrows. In the modern days, motor vehicles, bicycles, rickshaws, rickshaws, electric vehicles. Number 4. The captain's hands were ragged and scarred and he had a saber cut across one cheek. How do you think he came by these marks? This must have resulted from the harsh, dangerous realities of their lives at sea and their frequent engagement in violent conflict. Number 5. Although it is very interesting and exciting to read about pirates, we do not admire them. Why not? People do admire real life pirates because people do not admire real life pirates because they were violent, brutal, and greedy criminals whose actions caused real harm to victims. Number 6. Nowadays, ships carry valuable cargoes, voyage from one part of the world to another without fear of being plundered. Can you give any reasons for this? Modern cargo ships can transport goods with relative safety because of a combination of advanced technology, defensive tactics, international cooperation, and naval protection. Number 7. Compare a cargo ship at the time of the story with a present day merchant ship. The feature construction: old cargo ship built from wood, smaller and less structurally robust, could be easily damaged through rough seas and storms. New merchant ship constructed from welded steel, specially built inside and out. Advanced design allows them to withstand extreme weather conditions. The feature propulsion: old cargo ship primarily relied on sail power. New merchant ship powered by efficient and powerful diesel engines. Speed: the feature speed: old cargo ship average a speed of 5 to 8 knots, highly dependent on weather conditions and wind. New merchant ships typically traveled at 12 to 15 knots, a consistent speed regardless of the weather. Feature cargo method: old cargo ship used general cargo methods like loaded and stowed by hand. New merchant ships standardized shipping containers like mechanically handled cranes. Feature loading or unloading time: old cargo ships extremely slow. New merchant ship highly automated and efficient. The feature capacity: carried relatively small amounts of cargo, 5,000 tons, and new merchant ships massively large, dozens of older ships. Feature crew size: require a large crew to operate the cells in the old cargo ships, and new merchant ships require a significantly smaller crew due to automation and modern machinery. Featured skill set: crew in old cargo ships, crew members were highly specialized sailors with skills in navigation, seamanship, and cargo handling. New merchant ships, crew members are highly skilled engineers and technicians who manage automated systems, propulsion, and navigation. Amenities: the feature in old cargo ship, life for the crew was physically grueling with poor food and cramped, unsanitary conditions. In new merchant ships, provides modern accommodations for the much smaller crew with access to air conditioning, proper food storage, and communication technology. And the feature navigation: old cargo ship relied on sextants, chronometers, charts, and celestial navigation. New merchant ship uses advanced GPS, radar, and satellite communication systems for precise real-time navigation. If the feature communication: in old cargo ships, communication was slow and relied on flags or manual signal lamps. New merchant ship utilizes satellite communications to maintain constant contact with the shore-based operations. Feature logistics for old cargo ship. Logistics were far less coordinated, relying on manual records and a patchwork of local agents. For new merchant ship, part of a highly integrated global supply chain. Number 8. Why are most sailors very interesting storytellers? Can you give any reasons for this? for bonding, entertainment, managing loneliness, to pass on knowledge and wisdom. What do you understand by a told story? A told story, also known as a told tale, is a narrative that greatly exaggerates events, characters, or achievements beyond the bounds of reality. They are told in a humorous or entertaining style, and the storyteller often presents the unbelievable events as if they were true. A yarn. A yarn is a long, often rambling or fanciful tale that includes a degree of exaggeration. The person telling the story is said to be spinning a yarn, a nautical term that likely originated from sailors' practice of telling stories to pass the time while performing monotonous tasks like spinning rope. A cock and bull story. A cock and bull story is a far fetched, absurd, and unbelievable tale that is often presented as if it were true. It is an idiom used to describe an improbable and often ridiculous excuse or explanation. That's it for today's lesson. See you in chapter 2. Bye for now. DJ Academy. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.